here in Prague at the YCS with Kevin Züger, who made it to the top 32. Which deck did you play?
I played Go second Spyral.
Okay, so let's go straight to the deck.
Sure. So, first, pretty standard. Triple Super Agent, Double Tough, Quick Fix, Drone, Last Resort, Master Plan, and Sleeper. That's all for the Spyral monster.
Why did you choose to play two toughs?
I want to go second all the time, so Tough is a really important and good card. But 3 is, in my opinion, a little bit too cloggy. You don't want to break on the card, so 2 was like the perfect number. And I had to cut it like to down 40 cards.
Okay.
Then ridiculous good card, Gofu. When you go second, it's like one of the best opening cards you can have. So hand traps, there were a lot of them. Of course, Maxi, Triple Ash, Triple Ghost Reaper. As I mentioned, I want to go second all the time. So in the mirror match, it's like very good when you can take them the Helix. It's most often games, except you break on the other hand traps, then you can still lose, but otherwise you will probably win. And Triple Gamma with the one driver. I chose not to play the Draw Not Bird because of this card. It's like Draw is a very good card and can stop like the combo and stuff in the mirror match, but oftentimes you play so many hand traps. If you hand trap the Helix one time, it becomes very fast a grinding game. And then when you like draw your opponent, it's just like a -1. And if you activate Terraforming or Rota or something, and he goes like draw and you get Gamma the draw, it's game. So I didn't want to play the draw because every time I would have to fear the Gamma, and I choose to play the Gamma basically of this reason. It was a very good hand trap then.
Okay.
That's for the monsters. For the spells, like 6 resorts. Double Big Red. This card was like a long time soul charge, and I wanted to play a second searchable card. Yeah, that's like the reason. Soul charge is unsearchable and one of very broken card, but Big Red just searchable, and you can like after turn 1 or 2 you still sometimes need one, and that's play 2 because of them.
Makes sense.
Then the one-offs, Rota, Foolish, 1-for-1, like just broken card in general. Rota now is very flexible. We can search like the Super Agent or the Tough, so it's pretty good. Then I did not play Double Summon. I played the Foolish Burial Belongs, I think it's called, with the one Assault. It's, in my opinion, it's much more flexible than Double Summon. You cannot break that hard with the card. I mean, even if you have like Foolish and the other Foolish, it's like a play. And Assault in general, it's a brick, but sometimes it's the second target to search with Master Plan. I only play one trap, so it's not that bad, and it worked for me. And the last spell, Raigeki, as I mentioned, going second. Raigeki wipes the board. It's very good. Like, do you need one hand trap to stop the Helix? Even if he has like the sleeper, most of the time they won't get to the last resort, and the Raigeki just like clears everything. Then to the traps, one rescue. It's all you need when you go second, and double and evenly matched.
So how was this card this weekend for you?
I wanted to build a deck which is good in the mirror match, so against Spyral. And evenly matched is supposed to be good, but I think it's like one of the worst cards in my deck against Spyral. Especially if you have like Reaper and Reaper him, it evenly becomes pretty much dead at this point. So we cut it down to 2, mostly for the other matchups. I mean, like against Pendle and stuff, it's just like game if you draw him. But we didn't want to play 3 because of the 40 cards in the main, and because of the brick 3 cards. Yeah.
Okay, so for the extra deck.
For the extra, only 2 Helix. I never went into order. I never wanted to have the third one. 2 was perfectly fine. Then Link Spider, Proxy, and Ip. decoyed Gaia. Like Gaia is one of the cards you can swap, but I wouldn't have known what to put in. Like I only summoned this card once, otherwise always the decoy talker. I think it's probably correct to play double decoy talker after all. Then Ningrisu, because of the Gofu.
Yeah.
Then Firewall and Warlord Dragon. Only 2 exceeds, Babushka, and the only one exceed, rank 1 exceed. You very rarely go to the rank 1 exceed. I don't play DD Crow, so the searcher of them is not necessary. And Babushka I summoned one time and I lost the game. It's not that the card is very good, but it's like a card you can make when you get Chariot, and it's a Chariot target against Pendulum. I choose always to go second, and when Pendulum starts and they can like go into Omega and Babushka and set a trap, you pretty much lost at this point. So the Reaper, which would be a dead card in the matchup, can like take the Babushka. It's not like very good, but at least something in the game one. Yeah.
Okay.
Then Synchros for the Gamma, the Omega, and with the Gofu the one Coral Dragon, and I played Black Rose Dragon instead of Ancient Fairy. This was wrong. I should have played the Ancient Fairy Dragon, but my thinking was, or my thought process was, I always want to go second, and Ancient Fairy blocks like your battle phase. It conflicts with evenly matched, and Black Rose could be or should be a blowout. I summoned this once, and I still lost the game. And I could have like summoned the Ancient Fairy like 2 or 3 times. So this would have to be would need to be the Ancient Fairy doing it.
Okay. And for the side deck?
So I played double Gamma Sail, pretty much also against Pendle, and mainly against Pendle. Babushka is like a pretty dumb card to play around, so Gamma Sail solves the problem. Triple Chaos Hunter. The problem here, it's like there are not that many good cards against Tricksters, and the Chaos Hunter was like one of them who can do something, but sometimes you still lose if you play the card, but it's better than nothing. And my main deck is pretty weak against Tricksters, except like the Gammas and the Ashes, but we needed something more. Triple Twin Twister and 1 Cyclone. The Cyclone was my 15th card. I didn't know what to put in really else, and the reason here is also against Pendle. I don't play the Magical Spring because if the opponent like opens well, or the opponent wants to play around the Magical Spring, he can just like end with 1 scale the trap, and the new Magical Spring won't do anything. You can just like flip the trap that the scale would have been protected. You can pop 2 cards in your field and you lose at this point. So I thought the Twin Twist would have been better at this point.
Okay.
Then the Dark Hole, because it's not in the main, and 1 Fully Armed. Basically against everything, against other than Spyral, not in the mirror, but against everything else. And for the traps, the 3rd evenly matched, against everything except the Spirals, and Triple Scolding.
Okay.
Scolding is not... I like I said, I didn't want to go first against anything, but in the mirror match, when your opponent also plays like cherries and stuff, and you cannot decide who goes first. It's a little bit of a mind game, but I put the Solemn Scoldings in when I think my opponent wants to go to let me go first. So yeah, that's why I played.
Okay. So any changes you would make besides the Fairy Dragon Black Rose?
Yeah, like I mentioned, the Fairy Dragon, and like the double big reds, you could play like Soul Charge, but like I said, it's not searchable. So yeah, probably that, and maybe the not the Gamma, the other card who can
the Epsilon, I guess.
The counter traps. Yeah, I think it's very good against Trickster. Yeah, you basically need something to stop that trap card. Otherwise you just lose the game, and probably that. I would like to change maybe something in the side deck, but the rest was pretty fine. It works for me.
Okay, so any shoutouts you want to make?
Of course, I like to make some shoutouts to Team Chim for the testing, for the support. Yeah, and yeah, that's it basically.
Okay, so thank you very much, Kevin, and
Thank you very much.
congratulations to the top 32.